Hey everyone, I've been encouraging people who follow my ministry for years to make sure that they have an active prayer life so that people can stay sensitive to the leading of the Lord. Um, every year and as time goes by, we're seeing a lot of people do things where someone is getting killed with gunfire, groups of people at church, black people at a store. I mean, there are a lot of people out there, y'all, who unfortunately, they do not know God. They're not walking in the love of God, and things are happening, people. I mean, look what happened in Buffalo, New York. I mean, people were just going to the grocery store, getting groceries from the store, and at least 10 people didn't make it back home. So I'm encouraging everyone to, before you leave the house to do anything, make sure you pray first and check inside of your spirit to make sure that what you want to do is going to be safe for you for that day. We have to take one day at a time. We can't take any days for granted, because you never know when someone's going to, lose their mind and do things that are just hideous and crazy and insane. So I'm just encouraging everyone right now to develop a prayer life for God. And when you get an unction in your spirit, in the pit of your gut, if God gives you a vision or a dream, or if God talks to you audibly, don't do it. Walk away and go the opposite direction. Don't override that feeling you get in your spirit not to do something, even if it's just the smallest check in your spirit not to do something. Don't do it. This is Lois Banks coming to you from the Lois Banks Ministry. This information that I'm sharing, again, on my social media platform, I taught to my children when they were really, really young. And it has saved their life as teenagers and adults. I remember years ago going to church, hearing a pastor talk about how he and his ministry team flew someplace to minister the word of God, and they were getting ready to get back on the plane and go back home. Everybody was tired. Everybody was wanted to see their family. But the pastor had a message from God not to get on the plane. So he said he wasn't going to get on the plane. He's going to get on a different plane. And he told his ministry team, everybody did the same thing except for one of the ministers. One of the ministers said that they were they were tired, wanted to go back home. So they got on the plane and the plane crashed. That minister died. You have to listen to God. When God gives you a check in your spirit, or if he's giving you a warning through one of your leaders, you should be able to hear from God for yourself. First of all, let me just say that. And that is, I encourage that for everybody, because everybody don't hear well from God, even people in leadership. So you want to make sure you can hear from God for yourself. I taught my children how to hear from God. So if children can do it and teenagers can do it, and then grow up to be adults and do it, so can you. So I just want to encourage everybody. You want to be able to hear from God yourself. But in this particular instance, this particular pastor was a seasoned pastor, and he was pretty good with hearing from God. And the minister who didn't take heed to that warning, he died in a plane crash. So I just want to encourage everyone. Do your best to stay close to God so that when you get an unction in your spirit, or if you get a gut reaction in your spirit, you just don't do it. Whatever it is that you were getting ready to do, just don't do it. This is Lois Banks coming to you from Lois Banks Ministry. God bless you. Be careful.